Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Paperboy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And we're going to do a BOLO day today. That's right, it's Saturday. And you knew that already. That's what you stopped by to see. We're going to show you a whole bunch of highlights from eBay, things that sold, what they sold for, why they sold, and Mr. Magazine's got a lot to show.
All right, here we go. It's toy season, at least for me. Creature from the Black Lagoon, Remco 1980 vintage figure, and I think I took $70 on this. And it's not big, but
that's what I was just going to ask.
Usually Remco's not really a good high quality toy company, but again, still got decent money out of it.
That was issued on card, I assume?
I would imagine so, yeah.
So on card, it's got to be a couple $100 on if it's...
Oh, at least, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
For sure. I think it's plastic breakable, so maybe that's part of it too, where it's in good shape for it to
right.
and stuff. Yeah.
Right.
All right, next up, some may not be into this stuff, but if you see them anywhere, definitely pick them up. Beefcake Muscles vintage black and white photo.
And it's nice that you put your name across it too. That's you, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, my doppelganger, of course, from 70 years ago. Anyways, it's not much, but we got $30 out of them. We got a bunch like this from a collection, and some people may not want to deal in it, but again, you pick them up for a couple bucks, you get some for $30, nothing wrong with that.
Now, why do you have your name on it, might I ask?
So no one can copy that and not buy it.
Oh, well, I'm sure they still can.
Well, they can copy it, but it'll have my name on it.
Well, no, there's ways to take it off.
Okay.
Yeah, if they want to do it, they can do it.
It's free legal advertising on eBay.
There you go.
Next up, American Curve Swimsuit Special, Spring 2009, Angelina Valentina, $22.99. Swimsuit magazine sell, all kinds, any kind, any decade, and pick them up anytime you can.
Definitely do, yep.
All right.
And bikini, which I was kind of, but there is a bikini magazine, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Next up, Buick Silver Hanging Mount Wall Clock with thermometer and hygrometer. All right. Where's the hygrometer? Oh, yeah, there you go down there. Very cool. Took, I think, $25 on this. Didn't pay much because I don't like dealing in this stuff. Hopefully it works. Just need some batteries, I'm assuming, and we'll see.
What size is? I mean, I'm sure. Given it's a wall clock, it's got to be fairly good.
Did they call out my listers?
Did they list it out? Well, they don't list down below anything down there. No,
no, it's comes as shown. So I guess it's going to be 2 inches big.
Wait, I have a big monitor, so it better be 3 inches big.
Is that a watch without the band? It's probably like 11 by, not bigger than 8 by 10, smaller than 11 by 14.
Okay,
so, that's my guess on it. All right, next up, New York Q Magazine, August 1975, Lee Grant. These always sell for decent money. I don't know if it's low production or they're from New York or both, but sold it for about $40.
My question on something like that, and I wonder if this might be part of it too, that's kind of an underground type magazine, correct?
Yeah.
Maybe the advertisements are good too. Who knows? Because we don't deal in advertisements, but there could be some great ads in there too.
Very true. And there's something going on Saks Fifth Avenue. See, you know what you're talking about. That's why you're Paperboy.
That's why.
Next up,
that's
Rochester
interesting.
Institute of Technology. I would have added RIT, but what do I know? Calendar 1968, and got only $13. It was on half off from about a year and a half ago. Pretty neat. Probably not too many around, but
well, that was a great year, 1968.
Yeah, back covers.
69,052,722. That was a really good year.
It's a weird date code, to be honest with you. I don't know what that date code is, but 6869 space. Then the date code was listed 52722 by EB. Yes, okay. Yeah, you get what you pay for in this world nowadays, especially with employees. And that's the best I can do, I guess.
And if you're watching us as an employee, hit the like button.
Oh, thank you so much. Next up, last for me. Okay, I can't lead in with Star Wars because they didn't, but Electronic Emperor Palpatine Imperial Guard Star Wars 1998 figures, and they're actually 12-inch dolls. But again, whoever bought them knew what they were doing. Hopefully, every Star Wars fan knows what these are. These used to be $50 for these 2 packs back in the day. Got $13 plus shipping on this. So unfortunately, it's it's a good deal. They're at a low, a little wear in the box. But what are you gonna do? $13. We got rid of it and moved on. We probably had it up for a couple years.
High production on this. Is that what the problem was?
Yeah, and like if you look at the quality, I mean, the Royal Guard looks cool because there's not much you can do with that. But Emperor kind of looks like melted wax and got scoliosis and stuff. So they weren't their best designs.
Okay, right. Speaking of great designs, Art Deco always sells when the wheels revolve. GM General Motors 1935 Art Deco booklet, and that is a nice looking design, I would think. These actually come from General Motors. They had a rack out there with a lot of booklets on it for the employees to take home, and you'll mention GM rack on it. People do collect those, believe it or not. So you definitely want to list that as well. GM General Motors, people do collect those. But the cover, without a doubt, is what sold this. $28 for something rather like this that you can find out there, and everybody else is going to be asking a couple of bucks on it, not listing Art Deco. You are wiser than that because you hit our like button. Up next, Hallmark Keepsake Christmas Ornaments, lot of 18 in boxes. I got $57 on it. Luckily, it sold locally because I do have free shipping, so it didn't kill me on the shipping on that. I got these right. I was at a sale, and I don't remember, maybe it was a fill a bag sale or something like that. I probably $5 in all of them, something like that. And I was going to list them separately. I was going to sell them on Amazon, but I have not had good luck on Amazon with ornaments. And finally, I said, what am I doing? I'm going to sit there. I'm going to list 18 of them. I'm going to sell one for my $5 back. I'm going to have 17 left over, and I'm going to store them year after year after year. I'd rather just store these for 19, 20, 21, 22, and then sell them in 23 for $57. So sometimes lotting things up is the right way to sell things.
Well, I remember when you got these, you told me, if I got these wrong, I don't want to be right.
I did say that. I say that often, though. Up next, Radiology, July to December 1927, bound volume, Clinical Radiology and Allied Sciences, because that sounds like a humdinger.
Big bucks. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is what it is.
Exactly.
Ex-library, little waviness. I think I took like $180 off or something other like that on it. I don't honestly know why I asked $250 on it to start with. I really don't know why.
Went around. Well, even, how many issues were in there? 6?
6 issues in there, yeah.
So you're looking at $30 an issue. If you had them individually, you probably throw that up there for being that old. So
that's true too. That's true too. Thank you for talking me through it.
You got it.
I knew there was a reason why I did that. This next item here actually surprised me because it took forever to sell. Man. I thought it was way cooler.
Cool cover, yeah.
2 Christmas cards. I thought they were awesome. Somebody else did. It only took 11 years for him to figure that out.
Wow.
USSR, Russia, Soviet Union, a lot of 2 unused greeting cards, 1980s. $13 was free shipping on that for the 2 of them. Happy to see them gone, but I still think they're better than that. Just goes to show that sometimes it may take a little while to find the right buyer.
Or you should start collecting Russian cards.
Yeah, I think those would look nice in the collection. Yeah, I could afford those. On the cover of the Rolling Stone magazine, 66, September 17, 1970, Grateful Dead, Beatles, and Polish rock. I think I took a $50 offer on this over here. These were obviously when they were paper before they got into the slick magazine over there.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy a copy for my mother. $50. You never know what you can find out there. Do keep your eyes open for these, though. Not this issue, obviously, but a couple of them have The Fear and Loathing by Hunter S. Thompson, and those have really gone up in value. They used to be like $30 to $40. I know they're quite a bit more than that nowadays.
100 or more.
Yep. Up next, the Ohio State Buckeyes in the game, college football program, 1955. I took a $50 offer on it. But the problem with it is rougher shape, stain on bottom throughout, little waviness, damage on back cover, and last few pages. This was hammered on. I believe that's the official term for the Ohio State Buckeyes. But I ended up getting $50, and I'm definitely going to keep my eyes open because I ended up picking this up out at Springfield. And because that's in Columbus, right in the heart of the Ohio State Buckeyes, I can find things like this out there regularly. And so I'm going to start keeping my eyes open. I only bought this because it was damaged, so the price was really, really cheap. Well, I've learned off of that, and now next time I go out there, I'm willing to pay more because now I have a better idea as to what they sell for because I did a bunch of research when I was listing this. And that kind of goes back to what we always say. Knowledge begets knowledge, and it grows and it grows and it grows. Now I have another thing to look for just because I was able to buy one priced right. Up next, The Eye of Light, number 2, November 1967, Marshall Rubinoff, Spike Drivers, Vietnam War. Got $32 out of this. This is one of those underground kind of college-type newspapers / magazines, whatever you want to call it. Keep your eyes open for these when you're out there. You'll pay a lot from a lot of dealers, but every once in a while you'll come across them from some dealer that just doesn't know what they are and doesn't care what they are, and those are the ones you want to buy. A lot of dealers will be asking $40, $50 on something like this. You'll walk on by that dealer unless you like losing money, but eventually you find somebody that's willing to sell something like this for $1 or $2, and that's when you buy, and you buy all of them you can find. And finally, Mr. Magazine was actually stunned because I was finding this before the show, and I have to pack it up. Super Bowl 27 program, Buffalo Bills versus Dallas Cowboys, 1993. Very, very common around here for some reason. And why were you stunned that I got $30 out of this, Mr. Magazine?
Because usually it's $5 on eBay, but I just realized why it sold.
Why did it sell?
Because Sunday at 4:25 p.m., the Buffalo Bills are playing the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, okay. So somebody wanted that for that. Okay.
Yeah. They want to relive the Buffalo Bills losing 4 times in 4 years. Twice to the Cowboys.
There you go.
My team.
There you go.
America's team.
All right.
My team.
The Ohio State Buckeyes. All right, everybody. If you hit the like button, we would really appreciate it, and we will see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.